everybody, this is Perch, and I'm here with Joe. And how's your day going, Joe?
So far it's all right, I guess. How are you?
Oh, every day is a brand new adventure in comics, and who can? How can you say no to any of this?
Wonderful.
I'm curious. So we've talked about Captain America in the past, and you've been a fan of several of these runs. Like, what are your
Yeah.
favorite kind of Captain America runs that you remember?
I mean, you got Grunwald, you got Roger Stern. Really, anything he does. Uh, Brubaker. Even though it's funny at a lot of points unintentionally, it's still good.
Yeah.
I still think it's a solid run. Lots of great people that worked on Englehart.
Hmm.
Can't forget Englehart. I be remiss to not mention Stan bringing him back in Avengers #4. I mean, there are plenty of people. Jack Kirby had
Yep.
a fun's the wrong word, but it was a good run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Jan DeMatteis and Mike Sack, of course.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been well over. I mean, there's been, I would say, hundreds of good Captain America stories, right?
Hundreds, yeah, because a lot of comics used to be one and done, so you could actually have hundreds of stories at this point.
It you've heard though that people have struggled with Captain America, like struggled to figure out. I hear a lot that people don't know what to do with Captain America, and this really seems reflective in the last 15 years or so, with a lot of kind of identity changes, and they go back and then they go back again, and
Yeah.
I can't quite figure out why, with hundreds of kind of good comics, it doesn't feel like they told all the stories there are to tell. It feels like there's still some new ground, right?
Yeah, of course. You can always come up with something new for, Captain America. There's plenty of stories to tell with Steve Rogers. I mean, there's plenty of stuff you could do with Superman, Wonder Woman, all these characters that often get pigeonholed into like every story's been told.
Hmm.
I hate that. There's plenty of things to do.
I do too. Well, we are coming up at the 80th anniversary of Cap.
Yes.
And I found this interesting. So Marvel is preparing kind of their celebration of the 80th anniversary. And the way that they're choosing to do that, there's a couple different pieces, but they've got which you're looking at right now. They're doing some covers imagining other characters as Captain America. So we got Spider-Woman here as Cap. Here is an Iron Man Cap. I don't know why Iron Man has blonde hair like Steve Rogers, but this is apparently Tony Stark actually. But what do you make of this?
This is awful.
It's,
I can't. Who the hell thought this was a good idea?
I find it puzzling that for the 80th anniversary, one of the ways they're choosing to celebrate it is by showing, about 9 other characters as Cap instead of Cap. So the way to honor Steve Rogers' Captain America with the 80th anniversary is to show Miles Morales as Cap and Moon Knight as Cap and Black Cat as Cap and the whole Fantastic Four as Cap, I guess. Does that seem weird to you?
Well, that and I mean, I already don't like the idea of the United States of Captain America or whatever, where he's running
Right.
around looking for his shield. I think that's awful. Maybe the comics are good when they come out. I don't know. I think it's an awful idea to further have more people being inspired by Cap and wanting to be a hero, because that story has been done to death. They're doing it again. With even more new caps, and now everyone's Cap. And I don't understand this obsession to watering down anything unique about anybody.
Yeah, I find it puzzling as I'm looking at the things that we're doing for Captain America. We have 8 variant covers showing everyone else but Steve Rogers as Cap, and then you mentioned it. We have this limited series where they're running around trying to find Captain America's shield and meeting, other people who are Cap. And then the third way that they're honoring Captain America's anniversary is by canceling his title with the conclusion of Ta-Nehisi Coates' run. doesn't all these things seem like the opposite of celebrating Captain America?
Yeah, this is what in the world is even going on? What is this? This is what I don't get it. And yeah, that Iron Man cover in particular is truly just awful. But no offense to people that created it, but oh my god,
I
what
mean, it's
a
John Cassidy. He's an amazing artist.
he
Why?
is.
Why? Why are we
I've
doing this?
I've met John Cassidy. I own a lot of stuff he's done. I have the absolute editions of Planetary because his art's so gorgeous.
Yes. Yes.
And oversized editions of other things. But yeah, it's like what this just sucks. This is such a shitty idea.
Here's Steve McNiven, another amazing artist, doing Jessica Drew cap. Again, it's the art. Nothing inherently wrong with the art. Just why this is a very confusing way to celebrate Cap by showing other people as Cap.
Yeah, why would you celebrate someone by stealing their identity? It's like if it was my birthday and someone called and said, "I stole your social security number and your birth certificate and your credit cards. Happy birthday!" Like,
yeah.
What?
It's like you agreed. It's your wedding anniversary, and all the couples who are invited give themselves presents.
Yeah,
that's just very, very weird. The Mighty Valkyries. I mean, Terry and Rachel Dodson, again, amazing artists.
Yes.
I don't want to see Terry and Rachel's take on the Mighty Valkyries as Cap. That just seems altogether strange.
And it's also, again, it's made stranger in that you're taking a character that's very, unique to like America. And we're at a point where you see Marvel and DC trying to hit a more global audience. So Marvel, in doing that, is also like making their whole line about America for no reason. Like,
sure.
Like this seems like a it's I don't understand how someone could misfire in like every possible way.
Sure.
And this seems like a misfire that would upset everyone, regardless of ideology or creed.
Yes.
Like there's nothing about this that's good.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, we have some of these characters, like you have Black Widow and Black Cat and Miles Morales. Miles Morales already struggles at times with people saying it's a knockoff of Spider-Man. So to answer that, we're going to have him be a knockoff as Cap.
Yes.
Like we've talked about female characters in the Marvel Universe wanting to establish their identity and kind of stand on their own, and we're going to present them as Cap. Again, that all this, like you say, like it feels like this really is for no one. And this Captain America series, again, you're honoring Captain America for 80 years. So one of the ways we're going to do that is by having Captain America lose his shield, which makes him seem like a bumbling moron. And then he's going to travel around the country trying to figure out who's got his shield. Like this is just, to me, it seems like the strangest possible way to celebrate an anniversary.
It doesn't seem like a celebration. What would be nice is, out of all of this stuff, it would all be a little better if you actually had JM and Zach do a one shot.
Yeah.
What about, Roger Stern and, anyone, because he's great. It's so weird that this is how they're trying to do this in a way that's just I'm trying to come up with what it feels like such a bizarre road they must have went on to get to that point.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned in one of the interviews that was done, I believe, with Tom Brevoort, that hey, for his anniversary, why don't you get Roger Stern and John Byrne to do a one shot, kind of celebrating certainly they've got a story they're kicking around, and you just do that. You give them a Cap one and done issue, or Frank. We did a retrospective on that Frank Miller issue. You could get Frank Miller to do a one shot. You can do a bunch of different things. It feels like that would be a good plan and easy, and would also celebrate kind of the legacy, and also be some things you could put in a trade later. I mean, these variant covers you can't. It feels like they worked very hard to do something the exact opposite of a celebration.
Yeah, I don't understand this at all. These variant covers are confusing. Like, I don't know anyone who's like, I'm a big Captain America fan, so I'm going to have to get every book that came out this month with the Cap cover. Like, I don't. No one does that.
Yeah, I can't picture somebody going, I've got to collect the Black Widow dressed up like Captain America variant cover by Mark Brooks. I mean, Mark Brooks, another amazing artist.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will look gorgeous, but why? Anyway, it's very strange. So, no, but it all loops back to, it feels like these companies are really struggling with how to just figure out how to tell a Superman story or a Wonder Woman story. We talked to Eric Luke. He put several great Wonder Woman stories out. Bill Loeb's great stories, multiple characters. Like it doesn't seem like, and when we talk to these people, almost all of them seem they would be very eager to tell, like they could figure the problem out. Like if you're having trouble figuring out Wonder Woman, like I think you could call Eric Luke and he would do a 12-issue run for you, probably do just fine.
Yeah. No problem. It's weird. And yeah, Roger Stern's still around. They burned that bridge with Brubaker, so that's not happening. But JM still around, active on social media, probably easy for Big Two to get a hold of. Would probably be pretty easy for Marvel to reach out and get like him and Zek on something. But it's also not just about, again, one of the criticisms here when we talk about this stuff is, people being like, oh, you just want the old stuff. And it's like, no, I'd also love to see things go in a new and interesting direction, but you gotta do something new and interesting. And the most bizarre thing, which is, this is a whole other video at some point, is the amount of people who go like, stop living in the past, and instead of stop asking for people like Roger Stern and John Byrne and Bill Loebs to come back, and instead enjoy what's happening now. All the new fresh ideas like Heroes Reborn and the Clone Saga and Inferno, and it's like, but funny story is these are all rehashes of old ideas. There seems to be a monumental disconnect between everyone who's like, stop talking about the old stuff, read the new stuff that's recycled old stuff.
Yes,
and just get over it. And it's like, no, that's you're that's
you got to get over that old stuff and embrace Grant Morrison's time on New X-Men.
Yes,
that all checks out. All right, well, I was wondering if you would find this as confusing as me, so there you go. It's the anniversary of Captain America. We're in it. 80 years celebration. So go grab that Mighty Valkyrie. The Fantastic Four variant cover. So are they all just dressed up as Cap? Like we've got all four of them as like a shared Cap, or?
I guess maybe it's like some sort of horrifying Cronenberg amalgamation of all of them. Cap, but no, maybe. Well, and again, if all of those issues to celebrate Cap involved Cap in some way, that would be great. But that would take planning, and that would take coordinating across the line. That would have been really amazing if Marvel figured out a way, and it wouldn't have been that hard to do like inventory stories earlier in the year, and then you take a break in July, and to celebrate the 4th of July and Captain America's 80th, every story is a one shot that has ties to Captain America in some way.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, very easy. Black Widow's investigating something. She needs some help. Captain America comes in to help her out.
Yeah.
Black Cat steals Captain America's shield and he has to get it back. I don't. Now we're getting right. Maybe she's the culprit of everything. I don't know. It is that would have been smart, but and you could have then collected those as a nice trade of Captain America and his importance to the Marvel universe, crossing over characters. And
could have. Yeah, would have been a wonderful set of trades and omnibus, all sorts of stuff you could have gotten out of there. That would have been a real celebration where every character who has a title at the moment or whatever has a great way, or maybe not every character, but maybe even if it was like 25, 30 issues or something like that of different things, and that could have been a really great time.
Yeah.
Well, we could have even done it in a way where, Marvel, they could have all been number one shots too, that didn't interrupt the main line. We'd have let you get away with that.
Yeah, like Miles Morales 19 cap. You could have done that. Sure. I mean, my ADD hates that, but yes, that would have been fine. There's lots of options here, I guess is the point. But
Miles, Peter, Fantastic Four, Power Pack. Why not? Whatever.
He's got to do something for the kids. Why?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Joe. We'll enjoy this anniversary together.
Sure.
Yay, America.
Woo.